Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Hey. I'm excited to be back. You know, sometimes when I do an herb of the week, it takes me a week, and other times it takes me 2 months. Okay, so we're doing the longer route with our herb of the week, chickweed. So much to learn from chickweed and starting fresh, maybe even if it's 1,000th time, starting again, tolerance, gratitude, offering, memory. Really, I'm surprised that I've had chickweed on my desk for this long. But yeah, I did just peek. I think I started chickweed December 6th. And now we're at the end of January. So I just, you know how it goes, you guys. I just am plugging along. But thank you for welcoming me back. The few people that were super excited for me to be back. Hey, that really is such good validation. I do want to now, Sadie, are you listening? We do want to now stay consistent with our Ho episodes because I have 7 more weeks to do. And it's winter in Pennsylvania. It's a perfect time of the year to finish this project up. Then it will congruently go nicely into picking up my Course in Miracles project where I left off in a timely fashion. So anyways, just letting myself know we're committed now. And today was so rewarding. Now, I officially did, of course, come back and do the Power Up episode because I had to. And today's actually Friday. Not going to lie to you. But, in energetic form, it's Thursday. And we do the trees on Thursday. So anyways, I'm just a day behind. But, you got to go with the flow. I think more and more that is what I'm learning. Not just to push and push and push and make it happen how I think it should happen, but take time to read the energy. Read the energy of the day. See, is this going to happen today? Can I get this done? Does this feel right? Or is it better to wait? And so that's what I was doing before, and it just seemed better to wait 2 months. But now, I'm just saying do this on a daily for yourself and, see how that serves you now. And for me, it's when I read the energy and follow my guidance and don't push against the current so much, really float where I need to be, I end up being in the perfect place at the perfect time for the right reasons, and it feels good. And then I still get done what I want to get done, and things are coming to me more easily the easier I get about things. So anyways, with that said, what do the trees want to talk about today? So we need to pick a tree angel. This is the Tree Angel Oracle deck by Fred Hagenader. And we have went through this deck, and each week we've let a tree angel spotlight our episode and be with us. And after this one that I just picked, there's 3 more angels that want to be with us over the next 3 weeks. Okay, and then on Thursdays, I will pick a different format for the remainder of the Ho season, which, as far as I know, as I finish the last 7 weeks, then I'm done. And that's okay. That is okay. I think actually probably what I'll end up doing then is doing more reads on my YouTube channel. So anyways, that makes me sad though, because I love talking with my eyes closed. Hey, it's the little things, you guys. And I love doing podcasts. So I'm trying to figure out how to maybe satisfy that aspect of my personality. Alrighty. Are you ready for me to quit rambling? Well, it's only been 4 minutes and 55 seconds. Chill. Our tree angel today is Larch. It's number 17. And she is like gloriously joyful. Like she's very whited out and just sort of like a blissed out kind of like hippie forest maiden. Okay. And then off in the distance, like way distance, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ladies I see dancing. But she's not dancing. She's like in awe. She's awestruck in this, like, it looks like a floating star in front of her face, kind of. And she is like delighted, blissed out, like, ah, like that kind of energy. And her hands, like, she's not trying to grab the star, but like if she might. She kind of has her hands up like, I want to capture you, little star. And so it like could be a star. It could be like maybe a fairy or a guiding light. Wouldn't that be interesting if the trees are just going to spin off of me saying, read the energy for the day. And now they're like giving me this tangible picture of focusing on this guiding light. So what if everybody else is over there dancing? You are being guided in a different direction because a different direction is right for you. So let's see what we can learn from the Angel of Larch. It's number 17. And the Oracle of the Larch says, your star has risen and will not leave you. Luck and inspiration, power and perseverance. Be ready and open yourself to the rhythm of the seasons, the earth who holds you, and the light of the heavens. So Larch is an extraordinary being. It combines great strength with magical grace and beauty. Larch brings light like a star fallen from heaven. Its gift to you is spiritual clarity, inspiration, and harmony with the laws of nature. Fairies, charming elfin beings that are well disposed towards humans and animals, were often glimpsed beneath the larch in the mountains, its natural habitat. Dressed from head to toe in silver and white, they would dance under the ancient trees and mountains, singing sweetly all the while. For whoever met them, it was an unforgettable experience. Larch tells you about unexpected help coming your way. Your newfound resonance develops your natural respect, and your kindness draws other beings and powers to assist you on your path. Your eyes will sparkle when you meet them. So yeah, that is awesome. That I was totally picking up fairy vibes from this card. Without ever hearing from this awesome freaking guidebook. Like every once in a while I have to get a deck where I don't like research the cards. Like I like to just discover them over a long time, over many months, and just get one and read it and connect with it. And it really is profound. But isn't that cool? Like here it is. The trees really do want to talk about what I want to talk about too. Understanding that we do have our own star, our own guidance, our own read on the energy, and it will never leave us now that we are aware of it. So much fun fairy energy. Good news that unexpected help is coming your way. Why? Why is it finally coming your way? Because of your newfound resonance. So as you change your energy, everything around you is going to change. New beings, new powers will be drawn to you. And yeah, you really do want your eyes to sparkle. So whether you get to see a fairy or you just get to see your life and perspective differently, that's another way to add sparkle into your eyes. If we abuse the larch and continue to allow it to be felled for ski pisties, that don't make no sense to me, or herded together to grow in vast monocultures, disgrace and stupidity will follow. Oh, okay. If we keep cutting down the larches for skiing, oh, now this makes sense to me, because I just went skiing for the first time a couple weeks ago and I freaking hated it. Like, I didn't graduate from the bunny hill, and I never want to go back. That's how I fucking feel about skiing. But anyways, yeah, so if we disrespect the larch by doing, like that, or herded together to grow in vast monocultures, that's also very disrespectful. Disgrace and stupidity will follow. Ignorance and instability eventually lead to serious depression and feelings of emptiness inside. Whew. So let's just repeat again the Oracle of the Larch and take that all in. Your star has risen and will not leave you. Luck and inspiration, power and perseverance. Be ready and open yourself to the rhythm of the seasons, the earth who holds you, and the light of the heavens. This Affirmation Minute is brought to you by our sweet little herb of the week, chickweed, and I offer them all to you. I move energy with my mind. I strengthen my self-confidence. I give gratitude for all that I have in this now moment. I release heavy memories and start fresh. I appreciate the little things. I offer grace and compassion for the inner wisdom I have received. I move energy with my mind. I strengthen my self-confidence. I give gratitude for all that I have in this now moment. I release heavy memories and start fresh. I appreciate the little things. I offer grace and compassion for the inner wisdom I have received. And so it is. So, nope, not a skier here. I mean, I was kind of surprised, actually, because I thought maybe I would like it. Not just because my very sweet and generous boyfriend wanted me to like it. Okay, maybe a little bit. Maybe I did want to like it for him, but I actually thought, you know what, I might like this. But actually, when I have sleds on my feet and no control, all it does is like trigger the trauma of like wrecking on black ice when I was 17 and hurtling my vehicle into 2 different trees. Like, I didn't like it at all. I would maybe try cross-country skiing or, something like more flat. But yeah, I don't want to go down a hill fast. Never. That's just not me. So anyways, not that I have anything against winter or cold or anything like that. But yeah, it was totally a fail for me. Okie doke. So we are going to continue on with asking the tree guides what they want to talk about today using the Voice of the Trees deck by Mickey Mueller. So this is usually problems. So I don't know, like I picked this deck before I knew we were having Larch. Would I have picked this deck after Larch? I don't know, because Larch was so like, doesn't it just feel so good? Like we could have just left it at that and been like, all right, you guys, like follow your guiding light. Okay, that's it. That's enough for us. So I'm thinking that the voice of the trees is gonna maybe clue us in on where we're not following our voice, where we're having maybe a little trouble with our guidance system. Yeah, I just chucked a whole bunch of cards on. I'm a little rusty, guys. Yeah, let's just see. I don't know. I'm jumping to conclusions. I don't actually know what the trees want to talk about. Maybe comfort and success coming in with Gooseberry. So what's really interesting to me right away is now here is another maiden on this card. Different season, different time of the day. The larch is at night. The fairies dancing under the trees. This beautiful blonde-haired woman with a long golden dress and purple cape, I don't know, is like picking gooseberries summertime, and she's fucking glorious looking. And she also has a twinkle in her eye, not as like awestruck stupid as the lady in Larch. Like, I mean, I'm saying stupid in a beautiful way, like she's just like under its spell in Larch. Gooseberry, she has another type of sparkle, but she is certainly more queen, more high priestess, more just really has her shit together. And yeah, she's spilling out a few gooseberries as she looks out and onward at something, but her bowl is full. It is spilling because it's full, F-U-L-L, like plenty. And she has this absolute confidence about her, calmness, kindness, but also take no shit. So let's see. I think I'm just going to pull out one card. Yeah, I feel like we just want this goddess energy. Oh my gosh, you guys. I just have to tell you something. Right before I did this podcast, I ate a Snickers bar. And on the front of the wrapper, it said goddess. Just blow your mind. And now we have 2 goddess cards in front of us. Thank you, Snickers. All right. So Gooseberry, what can we say about Gooseberry? It's not anything that like I personally do anything with. I truly don't even know if it grows around me. Gooseberry is, unless they just mean grapes. No, those are different. No, those are something definitely different. Gooseberry fruit, you can make it into jam, sauces, pies, things like that. It's an English favorite. Gooseberry fool is made by folding cooked gooseberries into sweet, fresh whipped cream. So gooseberry hedges are like around ruins in the British Isles. Some call it currant gooseberry. It is in the same but while it is in the same family as currants, only true gooseberry has thorns. Currants do not. So that to me says boundaries. You know, it's like, I will give you everything you want, but you need to respect my thorns. And so they kind of can grow, you know, as, where did they say? Around the British Isles, like hedges. Yeah, left to grow wild in the countryside. Gooseberries were gathered wild long before they were cultivated. Let's see. Gooseberry thorns were believed to have the power to rid a person of specific unwanted woes. A folk remedy for a wart was to prick it with a gooseberry thorn passed through a gold wedding ring. It was an old Irish belief that you could get rid of a sty from your eyelid by pointing 9 gooseberry thorns at the sky. Oh my God, we've pulled this card before because I remember this. Chanting away 9 times, tossing a 10th thorn over your shoulder. Yeah, I remember this card now because of the sty and shouting at it as you point a gooseberry thorn at your eye. All right, anyways. Picking gooseberries was an excuse to keep an eye on the young couples who were in need of a chaperone, which is why someone tagging along came to be known as a gooseberry. Old Gooseberry is also a nickname for the devil. Dreaming of gooseberries is considered a very fortunate omen. So yeah, it's success and good fortune are yours in any endeavor. So that's what Larch said too. Like, you are having new energy. How did Larch say that though exactly? Oh, yes, I'm looking back. Larch said that your newfound resonance. Your newfound resonance could be your new good fortune, your new success. You know, a lot of people are graduating beyond just thinking success is money. You know, like they want success in other areas of their life, like success in self-mastery, success in communication, success in like just reaching new levels of fun. You know, like really it's not just about like how much money you have in the bank. It's like, let's get feeling fulfilled. You find comfort in knowing that your needs are met, even to the point where you have enough to share with others. And ironically enough, that's when the abundance rolls in, when you don't really care anymore. You move out of lack mentality. You start to feel grateful. You start to see that you have plenty. You have more than enough, and then you get to share the wealth. So anyways, there's definitely like status in this card with this woman. She definitely has more than enough to share. She's more than happy to do it, you know. So we've got like newfound energy coming in, newfound frequency, new beings, new experiences being drawn to us, new opportunities, and prospects are very good through some kind of business transaction. I don't know, maybe there will be a contractual agreement or a windfall, perhaps money from the government. So good time to file your taxes, the trees are saying. You know, it's good. It's good to have a paycheck. I can tell you that now. That was another reason why I took some time off. I did get a real job. I have a real job now, you guys. Real job. And I just got paid today, and like finally got, you know, enough weeks in to get a paycheck, and I was like, damn, like I love it. I love seeing money come to me because I love paying my mortgage. Yeah, so it's just like moving on into new energy, a new season in life. You have every reason to feel self-assured. This card speaks of abundance, status, and joy. So if you're not moving into this better newfound energy, then by all means, hook up with Larch and Gooseberry. You know, go ahead and be a gooseberry, tag along, you know, and let some of this good new energy rub off on you. You know, the symbolism of comfort and success. You know, you don't have to look as glorious as this woman. I mean, I want to, but, you know, you can tell just by looking at her. High status is obvious. Yeah, she is a bit bejeweled, you know, on her cape that I called a cape, and like a gold ropey necklace. Maybe even some big old earrings. Yeah, she looks good. So I'm saying, like, I'm feeling like if you're feeling it, express it. You know, like, quit wearing your old bummy clothes. Just wear what you feel is accurate for you. Like sometimes, like, when I try to, like, just put on a plain t-shirt anymore, I just can't. it's just too not me anymore. Like, it's too mundane. It's too, like, it's just like, sometimes it's just, I'm like, listen, queen, you cannot wear this. Like, you actually have to wear nice clothes because that is the energy that you are vibing with today. So it's just what it is anymore. She is dressed in gold and purple. Purple was an expensive dye and hard to come by. So that's why it was connected to royalty, because literally they had to trade a lot and with a visiting dignitary to get that purple dye. So if you were just wondering the history on the color purple, that's why it's always associated with royalty, because it really was expensive. Absolutely. So she's out here. She's relaxing in the sunshine. She's picking sweet, ripe gooseberries, not because she has to, but because she wants to. As she turns, admiring the beauty of the land all around her and secure in her place in it, her bowl full of berries has tipped just a bit, spilling a few, but they won't be missed. She has plenty, and even more are waiting to be picked. So that's the energy, like, this magical Larch energy with the fairies, having plenty of good vibes, plenty of newfound energy. Gooseberry, plenty of comfort, plenty of everything you need, plenty of success. Admiring the beauty of the land and knowing your place in it. Feeling secure in that place. Even Larch in its oracle poem said, be ready and open yourself to the rhythm of the seasons, the earth who holds you in the light of the heavens. So yeah, these are two back-to-back cards inviting us to connect with our great mother, Gaia, Mother Earth, Mother Nature. Really, don't try to go out and pick gooseberries in the middle of winter. Like, come on, like, get the seasons. I know that's a very simplistic example, but just know when to harvest, when to lie dormant. And that's going back to initially what I said about reading the energy. As you get better at reading the energy, you'll get just more in tune and more secure knowing your place in the energy itself. And then really it does become an enjoyable ride. Okay, so I hope you don't feel cheated, but I think I'm just going to pull the Celtic tree and be done because, well, one, it's 9:00 p.m. And I would like to get this podcast morphed into a video that I can upload to my YouTube channel. And I would love for you to listen to the podcast there. It will have ads on it, but at least I'm making 3 pennies. And Gooseberry's like, that is exactly the shit we're telling you not to do. Don't be like so concerned with those 3 pennies, whether you get them or not. Understand that abundance is your true nature and you will be taken care of. So the more that I do, I get it, Gooseberry. The more that I do step into that energy of like really being like, I am always taken care of. It has demonstrated to me that that is my truth. Just even in this last month, money got really dwindled down, really tight. And I knew my bills I needed to pay, and I knew that what obligations I had coming up, and they're looming, they're there. And, just when I think, oh my gosh, like my first paycheck isn't going to come in time to do, I'm going to get in the red, aren't I? Or at least be out of money. Don't I find literally like $500 and some that I had put away for my property taxes, like a good little girl. in the spring. Like, and I was like, oh my God, I love myself so much right now that I found this money. And now, of course, like, I don't have that money for the spring taxes, but whatever. Like, it's all about divine timing. Like, I appreciate it now. In the spring, I'll have plenty, right? But so it's just kind of interesting that like I had forgotten about it. But it was divine because I remembered at the perfect time about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of cool how that worked out. And really, like, you do get taken care of, and then the money rolls in, and like the food rolls in, and just, it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting how it starts to unfold when you do get in that comfort of knowing that you are a part of nature, and nature is always taken care of. So you could, even if like you're like, didn't want to say nature, you're part of the universe. You're part of the energy of source, right? Like, you can say it however you want. Because sometimes, like, when I say like I'm part of nature, I think, but humans are so far from nature in a lot of ways, you know? What would we do? Like, I think of birds eating worms and stuff, and it's like, what would humans do if we really just had to rely on the natural world, like without grocery stores? It is pretty scary. It is pretty scary for us. But anyways, you gonna pull a card or not? Anyway, so my point is, I'm feeling good with Larch and Gooseberry, and I think instead of asking the trees to talk about more of what might not be going right, like, that's why I pulled the voice of the trees, because I was like, yeah, this will tell us maybe what's going wrong. But this beautiful goddess came out. It's like the trees are like, enough of focusing on what's not working, enough of focusing on what's going wrong. Look at the abundance. Look at how much you actually have. Open up your closet door right now and see how many clothes you actually own. How many shoes do you own? Like, it's disgusting almost. It really is how abundant we are. And I say that lovingly, like, I don't want to be cursing abundance, but seriously. Yeah. All right. So I want to get a Celtic tree, and it picked itself. And it did hop out reversed. So I'm going to leave Holly upside down. I think she looks really pretty. I think Holly is a goddess. Absolutely. So I feel like we've got 3 goddesses in front of us right now. And we'll just see what the Celtic Tree Oracle by Sherilyn Hidalgo has to say about number 8, Holly. So Holly was one of my best friends in high school. Like, literally, that was her name. And I just saw her going out to eat like another week or so ago. And she looks glorious. It's so nice when you see your old best friend from high school and you're still both hot. Like, girl, we run into each other like every 5 or 6 years, and we say we're going to get a hold of each other, and we don't. So there's that. But, you know, at least she like literally made a scene when she saw me and got up from her table. And, you know, I love her. I do. I love her. And I also, the second thing that I think about when I think about Holly is my mom. You know, she has a holly bush, 2 of them. You have like a male and female. She has, and she always clips little holly during the winter to bring inside for decorations and arrangements, and you know, she does these little flowery things, and it is cute. All right, so let's talk about Holly. The totem for Holly is swans, which I don't always read the totems when I talk about these Celtic trees, but I just feel like there is this gracious goddess, hold your head high, and royalty. Doesn't the Queen of England like own all the swans? Yeah, I feel like there is this very high end energy coming in. And now that doesn't mean that you have to like be that, because I think like a lot of people like would never want to hang out with the Queen. Never. I would never hang out with her for all these other reasons. But like, nonetheless, Sadie, this energy of royalty, being the royalty in your own life. It's not that you're better than anybody else or anything like that. It's like literally living like kings and queens and loving every day of your life. Like, just like you're blessed and then you're blessed and then it just, and it's not like, oh, I've had it so tough and like, oh, thank you. No, like you literally are just lavishly enjoying your blessings. Let's see what else I can say about this. The key words with holly are not very goddessy at all: justice, protection, fighting, strength, assertion and action, vigor, direction and purpose, balance, relationship, father, and paternity. So that surprises me that that this is such a masculine energy coming in. Now, it came in reverse, so we will talk about reversed. But just a little more back info on holly. This tree is about justice. Its energy helps protect the weak and vulnerable. There is a warrior energy with holly. The vindication of rights and clarification of claims and grievances is important. Holly protects against injustice, harm, and negativity while increasing love and offering encouragement. This tree supports us as we work with polarity and duality, instructing us so we may create unity and wholeness. Holly encourages right relationship and partnerships that are fair and balanced. All right, so I'm going to jump to the reversed because it definitely presented itself to me reversed. So we'll just go there first. Is it possible that you are shirking your responsibility by avoiding conflict? I hate this so much. I just had a conversation with my boyfriend about kind of this. You know, it's like when you know what the right thing to do is, but you don't want to do it because it's going to like be so much effort and cost so much money. And yeah, shirking your responsibility by avoiding conflict. You just don't want that conflict. But are you shirking your responsibility? Perhaps you are trying to sweep problems under the rug. Dang, I feel so personally called out right now. Is there injustice in your life? Are you witnessing a situation in which a perpetrator is bullying or otherwise harming a victim? Are you that victim? If so, it is time to get help. Stand up for yourself before the situation gets entirely out of hand. If things are not in balance, attend to the process of returning to balance. You may not be prepared to take on a fight now and need some time to develop your strategies and strengths. So remember, there's big warrior energy with holly. Ask others to help you. Do you find yourself immersed in fights in your important relationships? It is time to make room for difference and let love move you into wholeness rather than duality. You might have to seek help in order to encourage this process. All right, so we are going to talk about a few things today. When you get holly in a reading, you are offered the ability to defend yourself and defeat your enemies. Holly also represents the fighting involved in the soul's battles. If push comes to shove, this tree offers you the strength that you require to meet aggression. Holly is your inner warrior, this tree offers you backbone. So yeah, it came in reverse, kind of being like, you know, maybe we don't want to be the warrior anymore. We don't want to fight. We don't want to do what's right, you know? It's just, we just want to like dance with the fairies under the larch trees and have a lot of gooseberries in our bowls and buckets. In a disagreement or a battle, Holly says, before you attack or blame another, be sure to distinguish between your opponent's attitudes and your projection of your own shadow onto this person. Ooh, that is good. That is really good. It's like, what if this battle that you have in your life, you project it out onto other people, but it really is just within you. It is really just your own bullshit. But, you know, it's hard to like fight with yourself. It's much easier to have a target. Okay, so once you are clear, you know, because you are going to distinguish between like what is actually your opponent's attitudes and what's actually your projection of your own shadow onto that person. Once you are clear, speak your truth as respectfully as you can. Thoth, the Egyptian god of communication, is a good ally in this. He will help you take the high road. Your highest success will be in foraging win-win outcomes. So once again, like I am thinking about Thoth or Tehoth or Toth, or, you know, it's Thoth, the bird-headed Egyptian dude. I love that he's all about the communication. He's the god of communication. And so my boyfriend is amazing at communicating, and I love that because I'm fairly okay at it, but you know, you kind of need someone to help you improve, like with any skill, right? It's like you want someone a little bit better than you if like you're trying to learn a new skill, right? So that's cool because I enjoy looking up to somebody a little bit. And yeah, communication. Your highest success will be forging win-win outcomes. Win-win for everybody. Sometimes that requires compromising. Definitely requires communication. 100% best outcomes are when you do take the high road. Take the fucking high road. You know, it's like, just do what is right. Be honest. That is like my thing lately too. It's like, everyone, please clean up your energy by being honest. Like, enough already. You may hear a clarion call to a crusade of some kind. You long to create justice and are willing to fight for a cause. You may need to seek protection for yourself or for another. You stand up when you see someone taking advantage of another. The energy of Holly allows you to argue your position strongly. Holly helps you to be on purpose without being destructive or overly aggressive. Holly protects against self-generated negativity as well as that which comes from others. So, more personal messages coming in from Holly. You know, my new job is within the realms of justice. Just want to let you know, working, with children and youth services and things like that. So yeah, even if we don't want to like think that we want confrontation, sometimes you just do what is right. That's your job. Justice is your job. It's not out to get anybody or, punish. No, what we try to do is win-win situations. and protect those who need protected. So Archangel Michael loves that I'm working with justice. He just wants me to know that. And then also another, realm of area is, paternity and fatherhood. So this tree is a male tree, and it symbolizes paternity and fatherhood. Okay, so I literally had to take a break because I almost died from a spontaneous tickle in my throat. Isn't it funny when your body starts acting as a pendulum and reacting immediately to something that you need to be aware of? All right, so paternity, fatherhood, male tree. The message is from Holly. It may be time to heal the father wound. Perhaps this is the time for forgiveness. I suppose. If you are a father, make sure you are representing the best qualities of this role. So yeah, it would be so freaking awesome for all the good dads, to step up and, all the quote bad dads to clean up their energy and, really represent the best qualities of what it means to be a father. If you are a father, make sure you are representing the best qualities of this role. If not, move towards changing your behavior. Be the kind of father that you would like to have yourself. And I think a lot of people in parenting in general relate to that, because a lot of people had parents that sucked just so bad, and it's your responsibility now to heal that energy and be the type of parent that you would have liked to have had, and then be that to yourself too. But it's like these generational curses, or it's like habits, or alcoholism, of course, is probably the most biggest one. It's like these generational things, like being a bad dad is a generational thing. My father sucked, his father sucked, and his father sucked before him. Who's gonna stop that then? Somebody has to step up and get that newfound energy. Get your own goddamn guiding light. Don't use your father's. Theirs was obviously broken. Create your own successful path. And that can go with any aspect of relationships. It's like, okay, so what if you've never seen anyone have a good, healthy relationship? Maybe you can be the first one to do this with the help of Holly and Larch and Gooseberry. Why not? Holly supports right relationships that are founded on cooperation, love, balance, and understanding. And we can take a minute and be sad together if you've not yet ever had those. I know, it's like, what would that be like to have a relationship founded, a foundation based on cooperation, love, balance, and understanding? And I want to put respect in there too, because you think about all your past failures. I still love that meme. I don't make mistakes, I date them. But you think about what went wrong, and there was no respect, and there was terrible communication and cooperation. Are you kidding me? How can you, it's almost like you were with somebody that there was no love or balance or understand. Okay, so you think about those things, and you have to think, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice to harvest that at some point, to invest in that, to have an abundance of understanding and love and balance, good balance. So anyways, those are things to think about today that the trees wanted to talk about with Larch and Gooseberry and Holly. All right, let's let Holly give us a little attunement. I am the sturdy Holly, and where I grow, you can expect my protection. If you find yourself in need of safety, imagine my shiny, sharp leaves. In your mind, grow a hedge of my trees around you. Allow me to protect and guard you. And if you feel dispirited, imagine my bright red berries and evergreen leaves that promise life, even in the dead of winter. I am a tree that promises renewal. I am here to remind you that this too shall pass. I also represent wholeness. In the Egyptian temple at Kom Ombo, there is a seat placed at the building's very center. One side of the temple is dedicated to Horus, the god of light. The other is dedicated to Sobek, the god of chaos. But from that central seat, the seat of neutrality, you can begin to understand wholeness, which allows you to move through situations with less judgment and attachment. Try sitting in this seat while you consider your situation. If you are placing your attention on the darkness in your life, return your mind to neutral. Breathe in unity. Breathe in wholeness. And that really feels to be a secret to success. Quit wasting your time and energy judging everything. Move into that place of neutrality. It's like, quit judging the seasons. Just move through them. Be with them. Don't waste your time condemning them. So anyways, gooseberry, so much comfort, success, abundance, larch, so much fairy magic and entertaining the guidance of our own inner light and newfound energy and experiences. And then Holly comes in and kind of stirs the pot a little bit with that warrior energy, but also, it's like things that we need to hear. And really, that warrior energy led us down a path to what really could be true success for a lot of us, and that is successful relationships. Wholeness within ourselves first will attract wholeness in others. And so it is a good time to do the inner work, do what's right, follow your inner guiding light, and then just take it all in and enjoy life.